Hey everyone, this is Matt, welcome back to my Modventures. This is episode 26, and unfortunately I actually just lost an entire episode of recording, which sucks. A Windows update happened and it didn't inform me, and then it closed everything down. I lost my audio files. I still have the video files, but no audio, which absolutely sucks. So I'm kind of going to have to catch you guys up on what I did in that episode as this one. I'm still recording this, it's Sunday morning, so no real news to talk about in terms of Destiny or anything like that. But as you'll be watching this on Monday night, go check out Bungie.net and watch that. So yes, there is an extension. I built this over the weekend, and on the roof is a bunch of solar panels. Now I built over half of these in the footage that I recorded and lost, which really sucks. Well, actually I just lost the audio, but I just finished making some glass fiber cables to finish this off when it all crashed. But I hope you guys forgive for that, because it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Anyway, so I talked about a bunch of things that I'm just going to kind of reiterate now and talk about what kind of I've been doing and how I've been building a few things. So in here I've been storing all of like the things I needed to make solar panels. So I had a bunch of like circuits and batteries and stuff that I was making and throwing in. I recorded for about 45 minutes and it kind of sucks that I missed it all. But yeah, why I'm recording this so early is because now this weekend we've been voting on the build contest, so you'll be able to see the results of that pretty soon. I've also that took a long time, so, and we're also working on some new projects, including the continuation of the block by block project, which was announced at Minecon, which is a collaboration between the United Nations and Mojang and ourselves. So yeah, that's pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, that's why a lot of stuff's not really been happening in terms of time lapses and stuff on the channel, because we've been working on a lot of other stuff. So that's why Modventures has kind of been the main. But anyway, let's talk about Modventures here, because this is what this is all about. These are MFEs that are connected to these solar panels on the roof, and this wall here is all going to be used for recyclers. Recyclers. I'm glad I didn't make any of these prior to anything. So it's a compressor. And then you put some refined iron, dirt, and glowstone, and you get recycler. I'm going to make a bunch of these to go along here. Next, we're actually going to need to make some LV transformers to go here, low-level stuff transformers, to actually translate the MFE into that. But these are pretty well charged. I mean, it's daytime right now, they're almost full. So, while they're not the awesome solar panels that we're using out here, they are, you know, in a big solar array like that, they're doing pretty good. So, a few other changes. If we go down here, and we take a look in here, we will notice that we've now got a little extension over here. This is so we've got a little bit more space, because we'll be reorganizing this floor here so that we can actually, you know, have a full sorting system in here. And then down here, I actually used my filler to cut out a new space. I love my filler, it's amazing. Bit of hand mining on the walls to kind of get along here. But yeah, this is about my third ruby pickaxe. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, I've been pretty much doing that. It still sucks that I lost all that the footage, the audio footage for what I recorded, what would have been 26, but yeah. So I'm just kind of quickly going through things to get you guys caught up. So what we're actually going to do is we'll get those low-level transformers made, which is pretty easy. We just need some copper and some wood. And there we go. That is all that needs to be done. And we can now put these down. I was going to put them directly next to these MFEs, but I'm not sure. Because, well, I suppose I can, because I can always route things underneath. So that means that the side that's getting the high voltage is facing the MFEs here. Now, in between all of this, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to run power to power all of the recyclers that are going along here. Now, for some reason, I can't get these recyclers to pump out. I've actually been doing a bunch of research for this on a creative world that I made. And what, as you can see, that I used a filler for this area as well. And yeah. I was going to time-lapse this, and I was listening to a podcast and got completely distracted. So, yeah, it's what happens when I listen to a podcast like 4 hours later. I've listened to like 5 episodes, and I realised that I've just built a bajillion things. So I'm going to use glass fiber cables just under here, hook them up. And then we'll have chests running all along here then a... It's going to be pretty tricky because this should really be a glass wall here, but I'll probably do something else. And then redstone engines powering, you know, the stuff to be chucked into the chest, into the top of these recyclers. And then I'll just have to do it by hand to take the scrap out. Because for some reason, when I was testing it in my creative world, I couldn't get the recyclers to pump things out. I could only get things to pump into them. I'm not sure why. I tried like all the sides and they've just been really weird, so... Yeah, I actually got a nuclear reactor working on my little test creative world as well. I'm not sure if I should be allowed to dabble with nuclear things. I think that's really a dangerous thing for the world. It's kind of like if I became a pilot, like, everyone would probably die. It just wouldn't be very healthy, I don't think, for the world if I had oh, that's typical. Had access to anything like that. Right, so let's make some more wood. And maybe thinking, why are you making a bunch of chests? Well, I'm making a bunch of chests so that I can then do this. Oh god, this isn't even going to come close to enough, is it? Oh, okay, 8'll do. And these are going to be the chests that'll run along the top of there. I don't know how many we need, but this will tell me how many recyclers we need anyway, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we did need that one extra one. So I need to make 9 recyclers as well. And I'm hoping that I can get some overclockers thrown on these recyclers as well, because that seems to be the best way to process the whole thing. I've already got 4 in here, but it would seem that when we put... Well, we haven't made any recyclers yet, but that seems to be the best way to really do anything with... Need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it seems to be the best way to do anything with the recyclers, as if they've got overclockers on them, or they seem just a tiny bit too slow for the cobblestone being pumped into them. So, yeah. Now, I believe the recyclers just worked with energy. They didn't need any sort of levers or anything, so... Let me grab my chainsaw here. Boop, boo. Does this, like... I feel like it needs to be turned on. It still feels slow. Maybe that's just because it isn't upgraded yet. I feel like it's slow. Okay, so there's that. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So next we need some wooden pipes. And yeah, this is one of the big things that everyone kind of requested, is that I start getting rid of my cobblestone. You know, start organizing everything and doing that. So that's one of the big things this week, is organization before really advancing on with anything. I've completely forgotten how to make wooden pipes. For some reason. Wooden transport pipes. Yeah, I don't know why in my head that I forgot that. So, I actually need 9, so I'll have to get another 16. And if we go to... Is it in a magic bag? Yeah. There's a zombie at my door. But I'm trying to make things... He's gone away. He heard my singing and left. Okay, so that's enough of those. Come here then. Come on in. I'm inviting you in. Okay. Right then, so we've got enough of these now, so we can actually start making some of these. We should have enough stone made. And... Look at my level, 36. I should really use that soon. I'm just going to die and lose everything. Okay, so I'll put that there, and the machine blocks. So we have 5. And 6. 7. Okay, so we are... What, that would be 12 blocks short. So we're pretty close. Pretty close. One more to make after this. One more to make. Okay, so last one now. Got enough stuff to make this. I'm really glad I don't have to make this recipe anymore because it's really boring. And there we go. So we have 9 of those. Now, recyclers, dirt, some refined iron, and some glowstone. So we have some dirt, and we have some refined iron. Not enough, because we do need 2 sets of 9, so we need 18. Look at that, I can do maths. And... Okay, one more. And then we need Let's see, we've got enough dirt, we've got enough of that, so we just need some glowstone. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I've got any glowstone. I do, I have 10. That is ridiculously lucky. Again, I used a lot of it when I was doing my Thorncraft magic stuff last week, so yeah. So let's put these in here, and then these in here. So there we go, recyclers. We have 9. Here the little bad boys are. I can't run or sprint, I should say. So let me eat. Okay. There is a skeleton on my window ledge. There's a skeleton on my window ledge and he's got an enchanted bow. Okay, so now place these here. Look at that. It's just a scrap manufacturing sector. Okay, so let's see. Digger's backpack. Okay, I'm going to take those out of there. I'm actually going to store those and then put that in there. Throw that down. Right, so I'm going to go grab a bunch of cobblestone and get this running. I'm just going to not, automate it yet, but yeah, we'll get it to a point. Okay, so I actually got 9 stacks, so I should have more than enough here to actually start processing. So, boop, and there we go. So that's how fast one, recycles. And it has a chance every time it recycles something to create some scrap. So let's keep going. And going. I need some more. And there we go. Project table. However you want to say it. It's up to you. And there we go. This thing is really, really good. And the main reason I'm making it is because I hate pistons, the recipe for pistons so much, and obviously, like I showed, we need them in the redstone engines. I just think it's a lot of stuff, really. I mean, considering I've been making much more complex things, I'm kind of used to this thing, but it's just a bit of a niggly, point to really do. So, okay, I'm back. I've just been trying to figure out how to make blank plans, and I needed indigo dye. Paper's pretty easy to get, but this indigo dye is only from an indigo flower, and I don't think I've ever got one. I know they spawn quite a lot in swamps and swampy areas, but I don't think I've ever had one. So I'm not sure if there's going to be anywhere for me to make those blank plans right now, which is a little bit infuriating because I kind of want to, so that I can just kind of quickly make pistons. I know that all of this time I could have made all of the pistons anyway, but as I'm now opening every single chest to see if I can even find if I've ever even seen one, which I have not. So I'm going to go in search of some indigo thingy-mabobbers, indigo flowers, and I'll be right back. So I've come down right here and I've found one right outside my base. Supposedly they're really easy to find. They're just something that Red Power has added in, and they work just like that, and you'll find them all over the place, so they're not something I'm worried about finding more of. Whew, I was really worried that I was going to have to go find a swamp or something. So, anyway, let me do this. So, put that in there. Oh, we need the indigo dye first. That in there. We get a couple of blank plans. And then we're going to do this first. See, this is telling me, do I want to make something to do with this? I don't. I want to keep going. I want to do that. And another thing is, oh, maybe I've forgotten something. I don't have to drop all of my, all of my stuff to do this. All I have to do is come back over here, put this back in here, and then be like, maybe I've forgotten how to make a piston. I have, because I hate the recipe of pistons. Right, so it's actually cobble on the sides. Is how much attention I pay in piston school. And these must be flipped the other way. And there we go, piston. Now I am going to craft that. So now that's doing that. And now if I put all of these in here, if I grab some more stuff and put it in there as well. Okay, so now in the inventory section of the project table, we've got a bunch of all of these things. So now it will instantly draw from its inventory what's in the plan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we needed 9. And easy as that. That piston plan can stay in there. So if I ever want to make some more, I can. Really easy to make. I really like the project table. I've just not really gotten around to making it yet, which has been why it's taken me so long to kind of get to this point. Wooden gears we're going to make next. They are pretty easy to make. I've probably shown them a few times. Just like that. So I actually need I need 18 of these, so let me go grab some more logs. Enough stuff to put these down and get these going before we actually start on the overclockers. I've already been recording for about 30 minutes. I just checked then, and it's getting pretty crazy. All of this. Oh, lag as I got hit. Then there's like arrows flying. It's like a war zone. Let's finish placing these. Boop. Yeah, thanks, skeleton. You guys can go crazy down there. I'm going back inside. Okay, so they're all on, and we can actually. Actually, I'm going back outside again. Right, you're gonna die. Okay, yeah, I just said it and it happened. It's always good when that happens, isn't it? Alright, so these should power it like this. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And there we go. So these are all starting to do. There's nothing in the chest yet, but we always need them pumping to transfer things. And we're going to try to get at least one overclocker module for each of these today. Ursa? What's an Ursa clocker? Overclockers are as follows. If we wanted to make 4 for each, which is quite a nice like processing speed, it would cost a lot. But say we just want to make 1, so we'd need 18 of these, 9 of these, and 2. Maths is too hard for the. No, we would need 27 of these. So it's quite a lot, and it's quite a lot of tin as well. So I'm going to start on the buckets of water and the coolant cells and stuff. I'm not sure if there's an easier way to do it. Like, I'm wondering if any of these stack, like the water cell. Maybe if this stacks, it might be easier. Just to kind of make. So if I grab some tin, and if I just make some empty, yeah, that'll do. Oh god, I have 64. I don't need that many. I just wonder if these would stack with the buckets of water. So let me go find some buckets. Okay, so we can make through. Oh, we've got 4 of these, so we can actually make 4 of the overclockers to start with here. So these are the bottom. Actually, we could probably just do 1 and 1, and then that'll be a little easier. Put that there. I'll take the paper out for now. And then we need the coolant cells above, like that. And it should let us make 2. So there's 2 made. So we're just going to keep doing that until we've got at least 9, and then we'll get things moving. Okay, so to wrap up this episode, I have made a bunch of overclockers, and yeah, it's been crazy. It's been about half an hour. I've had about a bajillion zombies trying to knock down the door, which is always fun. I've just recharged my chainsaw here because we've actually just come back from getting a bunch of rubber wood, so I'm doing that because I was really low on rubber after that because I made way too many of those copper cables. Well, not too many because I needed them. So, but yeah, I decided to go a little over the top, and I'm going to give at least all of these at least 2 of these, I hope. I don't think I've actually made enough to give everything 2. Very close to being able to give everything 2. Oh, if this works out. Oh no, I'm 1 short. Look at that. 1 short. Oh no! I was so close. I was like, did my math was right? Because I must have just run out of stuff for that last one. I'm running pretty low on stuff, which sucks. Yeah, I don't think I've got. I could make. I don't have any more of these. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. So what I'm going to do is go grab a bunch of cobblestone from downstairs. Oh, my inventory is not going to like this. Let me open one of my bags here. One of these has got some chests in it somewhere. Where is all my chests? Of course, it's in the last bag I look in, right? Let me just put this here and literally dump everything in there that I have in my inventory, including my bags. Alright, and that. So just putting everything in there because I'm going to fill my inventory like completely up with cobble now. This is going to be fun. I've got so much of the stuff. Right, let's clear this. Clear this. I should probably have brought my bag of thingy with me. Right. I'll bring it back with me in a second, my digger's backpack. So we're just going to start with the first one here. And we're going to put all of this in here. Whew. And they're already going in, already recycling. Going pretty quick with just 2 in there. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm hoping that at this speed, it's actually not going to do too much. So, okay, so next up, let's grab my miner's... Oh, it's digger's backpack, isn't it? What's in here already? Some flint. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Alright, so let me go grab some more. There's already some on the floor, which will instantly go into my backpack here. Okay. That's another one clear. Hope these barrels are happy what I'm doing to them. I'm literally just going to fill up as much of this as possible. I've got all my other quarries, including the one down there, the ones in the twilight and everything. I've got so many, like, just stacks of cobble. It's ridiculous. So, considering that, you know, these give you something that's fairly worth it in my eyes, you know, it's going to be pretty sweet. And those overclockers are definitely keeping up, which I'm pretty happy about. So, there is something you could do, which is take 32 and then put 32 in there, and then there's always going to be like around that number in there because of the way they pump in with 2 overclocks in there. So, right, I'm going to keep channeling all of these. It's going to take a while, but yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I'm back. This is actually the last load of cobble now from my stash down below in my storage, so pretty close. You can hear my furious clicking as I just tried to clear all this out of my inventory, and then shift click this, and it's empty, good, and everything's in here. And yeah, these are processing really quickly. I'm already getting a bunch of scrap. If anyone knows how I can draw out of them, much appreciated. I don't know how or why that isn't happening. Actually, I don't ever think I attempt to do it out of the front. It'd look really messy if I tried doing that, though. Maybe I should try it. I don't know what I did with my wooden pipes. I had some extras laying around, but I'm not sure where they are. But yeah, that was episode 26 of my Modventures. I'm going to have to go get a bunch more cobble to get the other ones going, but should be pretty good. I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff going on. I'm just quickly checking here to see. No, okay. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we're going to let all of these kind of process, and I'm going to try to figure out how to spew, well, scrap out of these, because I'm not quite sure yet. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.